Here's everything my 2-year-old foodie baby ate today, and fair warning, it was
What?
Donovan knew it was Halloween and he slept until 7, and then I gave him a purple colored milk and he had a ghost banana. Since this was the grand finale for our special spooky breakfast and lunches, I wanted to do something really yummy. I just took some Pillsbury Grands and then shaped them into little ghosts and threw those in the oven. And then I made little monster strawberries by cutting off the tops, adding some peanut butter, putting in some slices of cheese, and then some eyes, and they look super cute. I also added some really big eyes on the cinnamon rolls to sell it a little more, and then I added some slices of cheese to make these little mummy sausages. I thought this was such a cute idea. I'm so excited to be doing this next year with 2 babies, but Donovan was a big fan.
Thank you, Mama.
You're welcome.
Halloween.
Say ghost.
Good.
He took a few bites of that cinnamon roll and said,
Good.
You already know he had absolutely no problem devouring this meal, and he was very happy about it. But here's how he did. And nothing sounded better to me on Halloween night than a big fat bowl of chili for dinner, so I got started on that in the crock pot at around 10:30. I have my chili recipe posted on my page, and this just gets better every single time, and it was so freaking good this time too. The best thing about chili is it really is just a big dump and go, and then he had a That's It bar for a snack.
Thank you.
But I got started on his actual lunch at around 12, and I had these bats and pumpkins raviolis we just got from Costco, and they were the perfect little lunch idea. I melted up some butter with Parmesan and herbs and poured that over the top and tossed them all up with some more Parmesan, and these were so delicious. I gave Donovan 2 bats and 2 pumpkins, and then I cut a little jack-o'-lantern face out of the cutie and added some blueberries and raspberries on the side as well, and then some veggies to stay healthy.
Thank you, Mama. Pumpkin.
He got right to digging in, and he also was a big fan of these as well.
Of course.
But here's how he did, and then he ended up sleeping almost 3 hours. We had to wake him up at 3. He had a bowl of goldfish, and then his dad brought this chocolate-covered Rice Krispie treat from work, and so he had a few bites, but obviously had to share with his Mimi and Baba first. We got into our costumes, and he did some pumpkin stickers with Mimi, and then me and him also made this homemade cornbread, which was to die for. But we had dinner at 5:30, and I topped his with cheese, sour cream, and some Fritos.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We were all super obsessed with the cornbread, especially with the honey butter we put on top, and I'm going to be posting our little recipe video tomorrow. Donovan ended up having 2 pieces of cornbread, and here's how he did. And then it was time to go trick-or-treating, and even Bentley was dressing up.
Trick-or-treat.
Who are you, Donovan?
Remy.
Yeah.
Let's leave.
We all had an absolute blast, and since he's 2 now, he actually totally understands Halloween and is actually really getting into it, and it's the best thing ever. We shared half of a mini Snickers, and he was in heaven.
Chocolate.
And we were probably trick-or-treating for a good hour. He had half of this Rice Krispie treat as well. And then on the way back, he had a bag of these little Halloween pretzels. But we finally got home at around 9, and he sipped on some water to end his night, and he shared with his baby. Happy Halloween.
Bye.